You are looking live at the garage area of the new Kansas Speedway, playing host to the second race in the round of 12 in the chase for the championship. A lot of schedule changes were moved around, so hope you enjoyed this early Sunday afternoon as we take a look through the 12 chasers, see where they start. Dylan Murway laid down a blistering fast lap in qualifying. He will have Jimmy Johnson lined up to his right in second. Looking through the rest of the field, Denny Hamlin will be starting fifth. Brad Keselowski will line up sixth. Kyle Busch will start today in seventh. Matt Kenseth, who won Monday night at Charlotte, will be starting ninth this afternoon. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will roll off today in 10th. Carl Edwards will start today in 12th. Kurt Busch will start 17th. Ryan Newman will start today in 19th. Jeff Gordon will start in 20th. And the lowest of the 12 chase contenders, Kevin Harvick, will be starting this afternoon from the 23rd position. They say we're not in Kansas anymore. Well, they're going to have to win this race if they don't want to have to deal with Martinsville next week. Pace car is off. Dylan Murway and Jimmy Johnson will lead the field down in front of a sellout crowd, packed to capacity today at Kansas. Let's go racing. Dylan Murway able to pull a little bit of distance on Greg Biffle here in 3 and 4. Biffle was eliminated from the round of 16 after Talladega. At this point, he's just driving to essentially look for some pride heading into next season. As he settles into second place, Dylan Murway leads the first lap here at Kansas, driving a breast cancer awareness-themed paint scheme today. Dylan Murway is going to be opening up probably a second and a half lead by the end of this lap, and essentially running high at this point. Preview for the next race, obviously at Martinsville. It's going to be 100 laps of. It's going to be a 100 lap traffic jam essentially. That's what Martinsville is going to be like next race on Tuesday, due to the fact that Charlotte got pushed to Monday night. Dylan Murway got a little squirrely, though, off turn 2. And there's one thing to note in terms of keys to this race. The outer groove will wear down tires, especially with how this service has really worn itself down over the past 11 or so years this place has been open. It'll develop character, sure, but keep in mind you can't always rely on the top side, because you saw just the damage that Dylan Murway got by trying to drive around the top lane. That really hasn't seemed to be much of a cause of concern. Dylan Murway has opened up a 2.8 second lead on the 16 of Greg Biffle. and he will continue to pull away as the field has separated themselves into small groups, with this second group being led by Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle, who have raced neck and neck pretty much all the way around as we go. Dylan Murray continuing to grow his lead now to almost 4 seconds over Jimmy Johnson and Greg Biffle, who have been going at it the past couple laps. For second, as Dylan Murray continues to check out by almost 4.5 seconds now. And the lead will continue to grow.
Doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
So far, the field is beginning to string itself out as you see the last car on the track right now just coming off turn 4, and Dylan Murray closing up to them pretty fast. And odd to see two-time winner Jeff Gordon starting where he's at, because when NASCAR came here in 2001, he won the first couple Cup events at this track.
What's your fuel? You ready to dive in here, buddy?
And obviously starting 20th hasn't really helped matters. So Harvick and Gordon are two drivers that are below the cut line as we speak, as that we know of off the top of our head due to the positions they started in. Because remember, at the end of Martinsville, 12 drivers will become 8. Drivers fighting for the championship.
Those water tires aren't going to get better. Might want to consider getting a fresh set.
And Dylan Murray is going to slam on the brakes
Let's go with 4 tires.
to get in and begin the first round of green flag pit stops. And Jeff Gordon has been shuffled up to 3rd out of all this. He's got a nice little rocket ship in his car. Wow. Pace car is out. Dylan Murray will be joining the track. Last car on the lead lap as we speak. About to get lapped by Paul Menard very shortly. Actually, barely comes out ahead of the 27. Paul Menard. Dylan Murray did. He barely came out ahead of Menard, and he's going to pass these cars back. And caution's out. Looks like David Gillen getting turned into the outside wall. So for this restart, Dylan Murray will have Paul Menard line up to his outside. Greg Biffle is the lucky dog. Everybody from Jimmy Johnson on back has taken the wave around. Dylan Murray is obviously on a completely different strategy right now, so wouldn't really put it past. So he's got plenty of tires pitting probably a lap or so ahead versus the drivers that just came down. However, Dylan will have to pit earlier and give up his lead. Dylan Murray with a bit of a wide block on Paul Menard. Does he stick to the top side? Oh, Paul Menard trying to look to the inside. Can't quite complete the pass to take the lead. And Menard settles back in line. Our way up top looks like David Reagan on the bottom. Trying to make some form of a move. Menard still all over that 25 car. He can't seem to clear him here. He might have a shot this time. As Menard, they get a little aggressive there. 3 touches. They hit 3 times going down that backstretch. I'm kind of be concerned about the damage on both of those cars. And they hit again coming off turn 4. Menard barely leads this lap. Oh, Reagan with more contact. Dylan way up the track. B is going to smack the wall. Dylan almost spins out. Now Dylan falls all the way back to 5th. Reagan to take the lead. Menard up top. And Dylan Murray will come right back. 3 wide for the race lead almost. Menard hits the brakes. Reagan takes the spot going into 1. Yeah, they're going at it. 3 wide for the race lead between 3 cars. This may or may not end well. Oh, there they go. Reagan and Menard and Murray are around off 4. Both of them save it. A lot of damage to that 25 car, though. And the caution comes back out again.
The safety crews are clear of the track.
Paul Menard, Dylan Murray on the front row for the restart. Oh, tough go. There they go. Turn 1. Amarola's around, clips Dylan Murray, and now we're back under caution. Oh, Johnson gets in it. Oh, Jimmy Johnson's in it. Playoff contenders involved in this. Johnson got clipped, I believe. By Speed as he was coming up. So the caution comes back out yet again.
Let's go to work, boys. Here we go.
So 3 cautions early. Well, we looked like we were clean, and then we've had essentially three straight cautions. Going back to back. So now Paul Menard and Joe Nemechek are on the front row. Now we'll see how Dylan Murray does navigating through traffic. He's fast out front. Let's see how the air will play a factor. Green flag. Outside lane stacking up big time here. Looks like everything settles in. Dylan Murray goes straight to the bottom. Off of 2, 3 wide. Dylan Murray with a big shot to the back of Bobby Labonte. More shots. And look at that. He's all the way down low. On the apron, McDowell gets clipped. Whoa. Bit of a tough spot coming up there. How Dylan didn't get turned after that incident is beyond me. Just a reminder, Matt Kenseth did advance to the round of 8 with his win Monday night at Charlotte. So any incident or any poor finish that happens to him today will not be a benefactor, will not be a hindrance compared to the other 11 drivers heading into Martinsville on Tuesday. Contact here. Dylan Murray trying to go to the inside of Hamlin. He's forcing his way into several holes. Oh, trouble. Hamlin spins off the bumper of McMurray in the accordion. Bit of a tight spot. Looked like Gillen was hitting the brakes. And then Hamlin goes for a long slide through the grass. Somehow did not come up into traffic. Dylan Murray, Ryan Newman, highest chasers right now on points. So Kyle Busch and Jeff Gordon would be safe because every position's a point. A lot of things can change between now and Martinsville. Dylan drifts up the track into Burton. 3 wide middle. Whoa, okay, that was a little interesting. Okay, Dylan gets tight. He's banging into Ryan Newman. 2 shots this time, 3 shots. And Dylan crosses back under Newman to take second and possibly take the lead here as he slides up the track. Can he clear him? Barely comes up in front of Burton. And now Stremme comes in with a huge run. Newman to look in the inside of Burton for second. Burton with a shot. Burton down low. Murray way up the racetrack. 4 cars in a blanket right now as they fight for the lead with 24 laps to go. Jeff Burton would love to end a winning streak. Dylan Murray and Ryan Newman would love to not have to worry about Martinsville next week on Tuesday, as Jeff Burton and Dylan Murray have crossed each other over several times Burton down low. 4 cars all over the place. Newman and Murway working together up top. Oh, they make contact. Burton goes around in the dirt. He saves it. And caution.
Racetrack's clear. We want to change those tires and take a splash too. We're ready when you are, pal. Okay, boys. Safe and smart. Here we go.
So Trevor Bain and Regan Smith are on the front row. So Jeff Gordon would be the highest chaser right now on points. So Keselowski, Jr., Harvick, Johnson, Newman, Murway, and Edwards would be the 8 drivers that advance if things were to stay the way they are now. Both Busch brothers would be eliminated. Denny Hamlin would be eliminated from the playoffs if things were to go end the way they are now. Of course, keep in mind, a lot of things can change. Sorry, Gordon, Keselowski, and Kenseth, and Gordon, Keselowski, and Jr. would be the top 3, so there'd be 4. Harvick, Johnson, Newman, and Dillon would be the 8. So Dylan Murray would have a 5-point cushion over Kyle Busch, 7 points on Kurt Ert, but he would love to win just to advance. 20 laps to go here in Kansas. Dylan Murray will restart 28th. Green flag back into the air. Dylan Murray making the middle lane work. He's got a lot of momentum. He's able to carry it all the way through the field, all the way to 15th. Make contact with Keselowski. He's going to maybe stick it in the middle again. Whoa, big moment. There's contact. 20 laps left to go at Kansas. Oh, Kenseth takes out Tony Stewart. Caution comes out. Hard into the wall. And Burton, sorry, it looked like McDowell just came in and clobbered Tony Stewart. $18 laps to go, and more of a really weird top 3. Jamie McMurray comes up to clear Labonte going into 1. Dylan Murray trying to hold the fort on for second. Maybe go for McMurray for the lead. They get squirrely. Everyone stays out of it. Here comes Newman. Here comes Carl Edwards having to check up. Newman will slide into fourth, and there is a buzz of cars behind them. Norway sticks it in on Labonte to move him out of the way for sixth. So you got two Stewart-Haas cars. You got Danica Patrick in second. Oh, boy. Only one driver in this round has advanced. McMurray, can he clear Danica? Dillon comes off of the 10. Can he clear him here? Whoa! Into the wall goes the 25. Somehow that wasn't a caution. Yes, it was because Dylan Murray got going after he came up across McMurray's nose. That's still a lot of damage to that 25 car. Biffle is your new lead. Greg Biffle is the new leader, by the way. We got a whole nest of cars going three wide in front of this little four-car group. Three wide for approximately 5 rows. Dylan Murray muscles his way past Hamlin. And Martin. And up into Logano, who slaps the wall and comes, almost gets T-boned somehow. 4 wide. Logano is not moving. We do stay green. There is a big mess of cars going 4 wide all over the place. There's cars checking up. There's cars all over the place. And there's cars spinning. Austin Dillon, Robbie Gordon, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, and plenty more. McDowell's in it. Hamlin, Harvick, Trevor Bayne, Casey Kane, Robbie Gordon. And I believe Austin Dillon and Matt Kenseth did come across. They have made contact with the pit wall. As cars spin everywhere coming to the start-finish line. Yellow flag number 7. Several people spinning probably 30 different ways. Forward fuel. Things are going to get nutty. Eric Almirola, Kurt Busch, Landon Castle, Jeff Gordon, and Clint Boyer are your top 5. And you look through the rest of the pack. Yikes. I think Kevin Harvick would probably need a Hail Mary at this point if he wants to advance. 10 to go at the line. Several cars starting to check up. Whoa, that got ugly. Kenseth gets into Stewart again. Caution comes out. Wow. That's twice those two have gotten together. Tony's not going to be real happy.
Stay focused. Don't make a move for that start line.
Greg Biffle is your leader. And the field checks up again. Burton into Keselowski, and there they go. Don't know who hit the brakes there, but that was, wow. More brake hitting. And more cautions.
Don't make a move. You gotta do it quick. Do this restart.
Yeah, Dylan's going to have to probably bank on at least several cautions here. Seven to go. Dylan Murway is slicing this field up. He's going where the rest of the field isn't. He just went all the way almost to the grass, basically. In the span of 2 corners, he's past half the field. Crazy moves here late at Kansas. Dylan Murway trying to get back up to the field, hopefully punch his ticket into the round of 8 so he doesn't have to worry about Martinsville. We got a crash. Big time pile up. Gilliland shot right up the track. David Gilliland just killed half the field in that incident. So Carl Edwards could have a shot at winning this race, depending on if we get any more yellows and how the rest of things play out. Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards. It's been a Roush-dominated second half here. 3 laps to go. Dylan drifting it. He got a little loose there. Biffle is clear. Went down the backstretch. Carl Edwards trying to get that outside to work. He's got Newman behind him. 2 to go. And around goes Jeff Gordon, who is going to go straight into. No, he's going to come to the bottom, but there's a small wreck here in 2. Dylan Murway and Jeff Gordon get together. 3 cars get into the wall. We're going to overtime. 3 attempts. Do they make it around? And if so, who makes it to the start finish line first?
Take a look at your left, buddy. We're doing 2 more.
Biffle is your leader. Can they make it around to the white? Junior takes the lead. They make it to the white flag. Who will win this race? Will it be Biffle? Will it be Junior? Will it be somebody out of the middle? Out of the pack. Trevor Bain into the wall. Never mind. Green is still out. Junior takes the lead in 3. Biffle holds even off of 4. Can he clear? And it looks like Greg Biffle is going to win it here at Kansas as they spin coming across the line. Greg Biffle, who was eliminated back at Talladega in the round of 16, wins in a upset here as Mark Martin, Denny Hamlin, and Dylan Murway come across the line spinning. Dale Earnhardt Jr. So as of right now, here are the 8 drivers that are high on points. So Earnhardt Jr., Ryan Newman, Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson would be the first 4. Denny Hamlin, Dylan Murway would be 5th and 6th. They would be below, still be good, but they probably need a little bit of insurance heading into Martinsville. Jeff Gordon finishes 28th after a late dust-up. Carl Edwards would be the 8th man in. So Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch would be the 3 drivers. Kenseth, keep in mind, after finishing 35th, he would be in regardless. So Kenseth is in. Jeff Gordon would be the last man in. So Carl Edwards, Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, and Kurt Busch are the 4 drivers that are out. Again, Carl Edwards, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, and Kurt Busch are the 4 drivers that would are in danger of not making it to the next round, which would be at Martinsville. So, congratulations to Greg Biffle on a upset win today, barely edging out Dale Earnhardt Jr. We'll see you in a couple days at Martinsville.